The learning is Nishmas Etta Ahuva bas Yaakov. Maseches Kesubos Perek Vav Mishna Zayin. Hamashlish Mois Labita. If someone gives over money to a shlish in order for the shlish to use the money, l'tzarech his daughter, to buy a field or an adunya for when she gets married, she says after the erisin that my husband is neman, that the shlish shouldn't hold the money, he should give the money to her husband and her husband will buy a field. The halacha is Yasa Shlish Ma Shlish B'Yadei Divrei Meir. Meir says that no, the shlish buys the field, and we don't listen to the daughter because mitzvah l'kayim divrei hameis. Rabbi Yosi doesn't hold a mitzvah l'kayim divrei hameis, and he also says V'chi eina el l'sadeh v'hi roitze l'moicha areihi mechura achshav. What's the te'eles of the shlish buying a field? Even if the shlish buys the field, she's allowed to sell the field and convert it back to money, and then her husband would have the money anyhow. So therefore, we don't believe the shlish. We don't listen to the shlish. We listen to her. If the daughter is a ketana, then we listen to the shlish, even according to Rabbi Yosi. So it comes out that if the daughter is a ketana, then the shlish decides to use the money to buy a field. And if the daughter is a gedola, so if it's after Nisuin, so then for sure the daughter has the right to say Neman Baili Alai, that the husband could take the money and buy a field. But if it's after Erisin, Rameir says, Yase Hashlish Mashlish Biyade, that we listen to the Shlish because Mitzvah L'Kain Divrei Hameis. And Rabbi Yosi says, no, that it's up to the daughter. Perek Zayin Mishna Aleph Hamader Es Ishtoi Milahanis Loi. If someone makes a neder that his wife should not be allowed to eat mezainis from the Baal, so right away the Gemara asks the question, how is that possible? He's meshubed, he has a chiyuv mezainis, so how would such a neder be chal? And the Gemara explains that we're talking about that he says, Tzei maisi yadechem mezainesecha, use your maisi yadayim for your mezainis. We're talking about that she makes enough maisi yadayim for her mezainis, plus but she doesn't make anything else, and she was used to having a little extra money for dvarim ketanim. So now that the husband made such a neder, she's losing out on those dvarim ketanim. She doesn't have enough money for those dvarim ketanim. So the Gemara Mishnah says ad lamed yoim yamid parnas. For 30 days, the halacha is that he could appoint a shlish and give the money over to her through a shliach. So the Gemara says, how does that help? The halacha is shliach shel adam k'moises. If she's not allowed to have enough from him, she can't have enough from his shliach. So the Gemara clarifies that it doesn't mean shlichus. It actually means that he's just saying kol hazan einay mafsid. Whoever feeds her won't lose out. So that's what yamid parnas means. He could say kol hazan einay mafsid. Yes, mikam, but more than 30 days, yotzei v'yitin ksuva. Then he divorces her and he gives a ksuva. It's machlokes and taisis whether we actually force him to divorce or we just tell him that if you don't divorce, then you're considered an avaryana. But we don't actually force you. Rabbi Yehuda Omer b'Yisrael chodesh echad yikayim v'shnayim yotzev yitain ksuva. If the husband is a Yisrael, so then l'chayr is masking to the Tanakama that chodesh echad yikayim v'shnayim yotzev yitain ksuva. Kayin, but if he is a Kayin, so then we give him another month. More than 30 days, we give him 2 months. So Shnayim Yikayim, Vishloisha, in the beginning of the 3rd month, 2 months and 1 day, then the halacha would be Yaitziv Yitin Ksuva. And the reason why we give him more time, another month of maybe the fact that he could be mater his neder, is because since he won't be able to remarry her because he's a Kayin and a Kayin can't be Machzeh Gurushasei, so therefore we have another month of leeway. There is a different teretz in the Gemara that Rabbi Yehuda and the Tanakama are arguing also whether it's 30 days or 29 days. There's one more machlokes in the Gemara that will speak out. There's a machlokes between Rav and Shmuel. The Pashtus, the Mishnah is talking about that he made a neder that his wife can't have any mezainis from her stam forever. He didn't say the amount of time. But Rav in the Gemara says, no, the Mishnah is talking about where he spoke out specifically, for 30 days, I will not allow you to have anah from me. But if it was a case where he said stam, then halacha would be even immediately, right away, it would be yotzei la'alter v'yitin ksuva. Shmuel says, no, even in the case of stam, is lo yotzei, because Shema Yimsa, Pesach, and Nidra, we give 30 days for the fact that maybe I'll find a Pesach to be matter this neder.